Bois-Franc is a new urbanist neighborhood built on the site of the former Cartierville Airport in Ville-Saint-Laurent, Montreal. Bordered by 4 high-volume highways and located 13 kilometers from downtown, Bois-Franc is advertised to the public as a green transit-oriented development. It's a relatively new neighborhood, built in the 1990s, and claims to be within minutes of public transit, a commuter train station, and major roadways. The Plateau Mont-Royal is a borough that's northwest of downtown Montreal. While the neighborhood might be physically similar in many ways to Bois-Franc, it boasts about its walkability and human-scale mixed-use streets in reputation, not advertisement. It is the most densely populated neighborhood in Canada, with over 100,000 people living in an 8-square-kilometer area. Parts of the neighborhood began developing as early as 1745. So how does the built environment affect walking, biking, and transit use?
Through the 3 Ds: density, diversity, and design.
And transportation.
Density, the number of people living or working in a given area. Higher densities are generally associated with higher rates of walking, cycling, and public transit use. Bois-Franc is a higher density community than most suburbs, although it is lower density than the Plateau. Like the Plateau, there are row houses and apartments in Bois-Franc, but they are larger and have more open space around them, so the overall density is much lower. In terms of employment, it's pretty obvious that the Plateau offers much more. Bois-Franc only has this pretty little market square within its boundaries. Everything else lies outside. The Plateau gets a thumbs up for this D, Bois-Franc a side thumb. Next time, reduce those setbacks and cut back on your unnecessary green space.
Diversity, the degree of mix of different uses in an area. Retail, residential, parks, schools, and so on. Mix can either be vertical or horizontal. Higher diversity generally leads to more active transportation use, as it is easy to get to where you need to go without driving. Bois-Franc is a very homogeneous neighborhood. The majority of the area is residential, broken by lots of green space. Small space retail is found only at a public square in the west end of the development. The Plateau is highly mixed almost everywhere. Every few streets is a commercial street, and even side streets host dépanneurs, schools, and cat cafes. Mix is both horizontal and vertical. Thumbs up for Plateau's fruit salad of uses, and thumbs down for Bois-Franc. Community retail should be spread across the site and mixed vertically.
Design, the layout and characteristics of city blocks. The Plateau has short blocks and many intersections. This makes destinations easier and more direct to get to. Both Bois-Franc and the Plateau have sidewalks on each side of the street, but streets in Bois-Franc are wide, seemingly prioritizing motorized traffic, and lack the coziness of narrow Plateau streets. Both Bois-Franc and the Plateau have on-street parking on most streets. Bois-Franc also offers underground parking beneath residences, reducing the amount of space given to parked cars. Setbacks in the Plateau are small, but enough for stoops and small gardens. While some parts of Bois-Franc have similar setbacks, others are spacious in a way that makes walking uncomfortable and inconvenient. Although there is a clear intention in Bois-Franc to design at a human scale, the housing quickly becomes monotonous and repetitive. The Plateau, on the other hand, has more visual variety and complexity. It's a more pleasant and interesting walking and cycling environment. The Plateau gets a thumbs up for design at a scale comfortable for active transport. Bois-Franc gets a side thumb. It provides the infrastructure for walking and cycling, but fails to create a layout where these are prioritized.
The actual presence of active transportation facilities and ability for people to access them isn't one of the 3 Ds, but we thought it had such an obvious impact on active transportation use, we thought we'd better add a T. The Plateau has generally excellent pedestrian, bike, and transit service, except maybe in the winter. Several metro stations service the area, as do frequent north-south and east-west bus links. Bois-Franc has bus service connecting to the nearest metro station, but it's infrequent. The internal bike lanes are also well designed. However, connections to surrounding areas are poor. Walking to the nearest metro station takes a lot of time along an unpleasant route. The trip to the AMT station is shorter, but train service is infrequent in off-peak hours. An enthusiastic thumbs up for the Plateau and thumbs down for Bois-Franc. Connections to frequent public transit need to be improved, and bike lanes should lead to destinations outside the community.
So, according to our super scientific rating system, Bois-Franc gets 2 sideway thumbs and 2 thumbs down, and the Plateau receives a grand total of 4 thumbs up for how their built environment encourages active transportation use. This short study helps us to explain in part why we see many more people walking, biking, and using transit in the Plateau than Bois-Franc. Although Bois-Franc is far better designed than a conventional suburb, more could be done to encourage active transportation in terms of the 3 Ds and T: density, diversity, and design,
and transportation.